Hello everyone and welcome back to Steve on Steve Plays Crisis in the Kremlin, and we are continuing where we left off last episode, which is at the start of the year 1988. Let's just quickly take a look at our conditions in our country. Everything seems to be more or less alright. Level of education, healthcare, I see even luxuries and essential commodities are at max, so things are going pretty well. Let's see. All of our industries are doing good. Intellectuals are. We'll see how they do from now on. Wasted a lot of money on them. Export and competitiveness are good. And just like previously, we're going to be working to improve all of those things. Hopefully, we'll end the war in Afghanistan soon. And when can we invite them to the WPO? Now. Relations over 90. Aha. So we need to do some cool things. Hopefully, yeah, we're a long way away from that, but maybe we can boost our relations enough. So we're gonna start putting money into UN and things like that to get France friendly as well, because we already have the Gaullists in power. So all we need is to be friends, and then we'll start trading with them, and eventually we can get them to leave NATO. So let's see. Memoirs of the Grand Knyaz. This is a book, which of course we release it, and we get some money out of that, so that's always very helpful. We see a nice chunk of profit. Let me just check out. Yeah, you see, so competitiveness and export are still improving. So I'm tempted to just put all of this money here into United Nations support, and slowly that will increase our relations with France. Cult of Cybernetics. So this is great. If you could take this event, it improves your chances at OGAS. But it seems that with the Stalinist kind of government, they don't let you. But we can still do it on your own, just you don't get that kind of help from that event. Let's see, loyalty in all our republics is maximum. Let's see if we can shake things up in the interior. We don't really seem to need to, or we can't. Everything's fine. Let's keep going. Uprising in Burma, that's great. We'll negotiate and support them. Spend a bit of money, but now we have a great new socialist aligned nation. Let's see our reserve. Our reserve is pretty low. I'm gonna want to start filling that up soon as well. But there's so many great things to spend money on that it's a bit difficult. Let's see. Okay, relations with France are not improving like I like them to. Send some weapons to Afghanistan. We're almost there. Anti-alcohol campaign. That's great. We love that. More money is always good. China is still in Comic-Con, right? So that's great. Also, at the end of this year, if our relations are high enough, we can get access to China's market, and that really helps our exports and our income quite substantially. So with these profits, let's see. France, how are things? Okay, things are actually getting worse with France. So I'm going to put that into United Nations, and hopefully that helps. The Afghan question. So this event is a bit controversial in my mind. I don't really know what what the best move is. It seems that most of them sort of let you lose in Afghanistan, except for the first one. The contingent was increased. The West hates it, but what can we do? Even China doesn't seem to like it very much. That's a shame. The French really don't like it, so let's put money back into the United Nations. The thing is, we need to end the Afghanistan war as soon as we can because it gives us certain negative modifiers. Yeah, there's this whole menu here with all these modifiers that you have. So let's see, the Afghan war, fallen relations with the US, China, France, etc. Basically, a whole lot of problems come from this. So we want to avoid this. You see an increase in loyalty and everything, that's all great. Hegemony of the dollar, you see that's not good. Hopefully we'll be able to challenge that soon enough. DEFCON, they're the main threat, whatever, fuck them. Okay, this is an earthquake in Armenia. We can let the Republic deal with it on its own. You can actually see on our little loyalty map, a bit less loyalty there now, but what can we do? Not much at the moment. We need to save our money for bigger things. You see China left Comic-Con. That's a shame. Why can't I? Oh, we need relations higher with them. Yeah, you see. Well, some of these events really knock down relations a lot, and that's a shame, but not much you can do about that. How are things looking? Competitiveness is still increasing, that's great. Black Sea incident. We can either demand an apology from the Americans, which will of course lower relations, or we can just hush things up, and I think that's what we'll do. want to keep relations high with everyone. France, they're slowly creeping back up. Political opponents, let's lead them against conservatives, why not? How are they improving in France? Slowly but surely. Let's put a bit more money into UN. I'm gonna put like so. Um, yeah, our reserve's not looking too healthy. Everything is quiet. Perestroika. Punish revisionists, of course. We won't be doing anything like that. Um, improve diplomatic missions a bit. And let's see, where should we put some more money? So America is still more or less stable, which is a shame. I mean, to improve our competitiveness, you see it's not increasing. Let's go civil technology, 240. Yeah, I've not really found the limit to that. It seems you need to sort of increase it as much as you need to increase it. See, competitiveness is increasing a little bit now, that's good. France relations are increasing. China, not so much. That's a bit of a problem for us. I don't think we'll be able to build up enough science to do that whole Mars expedition. But what can we do? At least we need to build up relations with France. That's the key. Everything's quiet. That's fine. Everything keeps being quiet. Let's see, how are things looking? France slowly but surely increasing. China isn't moving at all, which is a shame. Let's improve it a bit more here and put the rest of the money, I think, into our industries and improve infrastructure and light industry so we produce more stuff to export. Alright, relations with America are rising steadily, faster than with France it seems, but that's okay. Let's put some money into this and this. The more you fund your military-industrial complex and stuff like that as well, the more the American one suffers in turn, so that's cool. Alright, we're getting lots of money and things keep increasing, so I think we can start investing in things like computerization a bit more, just make things a bit more efficient. What else are we lacking in a little bit? Everything seems to be okay. Power of KGB. Environment. Aha. You see, environment is deteriorating, so of course, let's put some money into environment. Probably we'll have to do that more than once. Let's see. How's the environment looking? Aha! It's actually improving. Great. Luxury is decreasing, medicine is decreasing. I think we need to just increase our light industry. Intellectuals are loyal, you see, so it seems that you pass a certain threshold with the KGB and intellectuals become very loyal. Either that or a combination of other things that we're just doing well in our country, so maybe that's what it is. Yeah, our army is also increasing, so that's great. I think I might start changing some of our interior minister policies, our council of ministers, I mean to say. So, yeah, all of these are gonna improve relations. Yeah, improve relations with China. Hopefully that will help. I'm really not sure. Ideally, we fight America, but this will reduce our friendship with France. Let's see. Yes, there's one that was quite good. Which is the one that states security? No, main intelligence urgent. Fighting the West, yeah. Reduces loyalty, strength of the army, and contentment of the people USA. So I think it's time we start doing that. We can afford it, we have money, and we better start using it wisely. We need to start putting money into our reserve as well. That's what we need to do, really. Um, how's our competitiveness? We'll see. I'm going to put this money into the reserve for now. We're not too far from having it where we need it to be. Let's see. France is improving. We'll be friends with them pretty soon. Competitiveness still increasing, but I'd like it to go a bit faster. But I think I should expand the state mechanism and computerization. Let's go. Second phase of the country, Stalinist, sure. Meeting in Beijing, great. Send a representative to Beijing. For some reason, that doesn't bump us above 80. That's kind of annoying. Friendship with France, though, is moving along at a nice pace. We're making lots of money, which is great. America is starting to suffer a bit in all of its key factors. Let's put a bit more money into the reserve. Albanian warming, this is a great event. We get to personally go to Albania and negotiate them returning to Comic Con. And I guess China likes Albania, or they used to, because that improves our relations with them as well. So, boom, welcome back, China, to Comic Con. So things are looking great. All right, send weapons to Afghanistan. Next year, the war will be over, hopefully. We've started in 1989 already, just now. And let's keep going. Cambodia, also another great event. Negotiate with the multinational Khmers. And we get Cambodia for free in Comic Con, so that's great for us. Let's see. France, still not improving terribly fast, but that's honestly okay. Where else should we put some money? Put it into all of our industries. Why not? Stronger economy is always good. Anti-alcohol campaign is also great. So relations seem to be decreasing with America and not increasing with France, which is annoying me. Let's put a bit more into diplomatic relations. This is because of the fighting the West that I have. This is also a great event, struggle against chemical weapons. We signed the declaration, that improves our relations with everyone. France likes us, comprehensive cooperation, leave NATO. Look at that. So this is absolutely major. This is going to change things. The American economy is going to decline. And also our economy is going to benefit because we're now trading with France, I believe. And now I think we can invite China to the Warsaw Pact. Look at that. So now we're even tighter and closer with China. And we can have access to their markets. There we go. It is after 1989. After this point, I think we're more or less unstoppable. Our economy is going to just become stronger and stronger, and the American one should become weaker and weaker. Let's see. What should we invest in? Army is increasing. That's fine. Environment is decreasing. Aha. So let's go. Where's the environment? I'm gonna put 20 more into the environment. Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. What about services sector? How's that looking? You see, back in the day, I never used to pay this much attention to these things, but it seems like it's a good idea. Services sector is actually perfectly fine. It's actually extremely strong. We don't need to fund it at all. I'm actually going to put the rest of that money into something useful, like our security services. But although we won't be able to do OGAS because we don't have the science for it, I don't think we'll need it. So all this money I'm going to put into the reserve. Islamic perestroika in Iran, very easy event. You impose sanctions and Iran backs off. No reforms for them. Let's see. How are our good friends in America doing? All right, so you can see their markers are decreasing by a lot. So hopefully that keeps going on this year. Polish trade union solidarity, eliminate the trade leaders, obviously. And now we're making quite a lot of money, as you can see. Put all of that into the reserve, just as we like. So you see, as some of these go down, some of them will swivel back up, but that's okay, we're doing good. Liberalization in Poland, threaten them with economic sanctions. Our threats have gone well, great. Let's see, who else has high liberalization? Hungary and Czechoslovakia. Let's see, military aid, Czechoslovakia, a bit more. That should be alright for now. Let's go. Panama invasion, another lovely event. The Americans are fucking with Panama. We send information and aid to them, and we spend a bit of money, but as a result, Panama is now on our side forever. And you see, unfortunately, most of these countries aren't feeling very revolutionary at the moment. The world, at least, it's not feeling very socialist. But I think if we help some of them flip right now, then it will help bring America down. That was just a little event. I don't really know what it affects that much. It affects relations with America. I know that much. The Pope. Some figures suggest we organize the first meeting with the Pope. Absolutely, sure, why not? Let's have friendly relations with everyone. Except America, of course. You see, so their shit is still steadily declining, but not quite enough, it seems. We're gonna have to do this annoying detente now. Yep, we paid it, we can afford it. That's fine. Music is getting a bit loud, isn't it? I can never tell. Let's see. Competitiveness is actually decreasing. That's not good. World Festival. Victory. I see. This is another event which I have really no idea. I always go for this one. Victory over imperialism. It sounds cool. Um, let's see then. We have quite a lot of money now, but also America is refusing to collapse. So I think we should start spending some of it on supporting revolution. You see, we need our reserves to be a bit higher, and now we can start doing it. And my theory is, if we tip all of these blue countries over to socialism, then the American economy will crash. So let's try support revolution here. Support. It's a bit tedious, but this is what you got to do at the end of the game. Sometimes, you see, this is one of those things that I hope gets improved a lot in the sequel. There we go. Let's go to Nice now. This is a bit tedious, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Support revolution. And hopefully in a turn or two, most of these countries will flip. Let's go Sudan. It's a bit of a trick, you kind of position it really close, and then you can click real quick like this. Let's do this in a few more countries for now. Then of course we have to subsidize them, and that's a whole thing. But hopefully it doesn't take that long for America to collapse. Who else is most ripe for revolution? Zambia, sure, let's go. Thinking of potentially playing some Victoria 2 on the channel, because it's one of those games that, even though it's old, I've never gotten tired of it, I always keep coming back to it, so I was thinking maybe doing a playthrough of Russia or something like that. But then again, there are people far more skilled than me probably. But hey, I might do it. It seems like fun. Although it is a bit of a long game. So let's see if our efforts pay off. This event we can't do anything about. So we lost a bit of money, but not really that much. Let's see. Nobody's flipped yet. Elections in Brazil, we can't do anything. With all this money, I'm going to put it into the reserve. And let's see. Alright, a lot of countries are socialist now. That's fabulous. What we're going to do is we're going to subsidize them. And also, we're going to support revolution now in a bunch of other places. These subsidies are going to cost a lot. I think it's 8 money per country per turn. So, yeah, it's very, very costly. But now we have a very solid income, so we can actually do all of these things. So yeah, put some money into Zaire, into Angola, sure. Where else? And Congo, why not? Western democracy, my ass. Let's go into Tanzania. Usually I feel like it's worth more supporting revolution in the larger nations, but I really can't confirm whether that's true or if that's just my wild speculation. So, let's do Madagascar as well. Alright. Look at that, 42. So that's a big chunk of money, but I think we should be earning more than that in profit. Let's see now. 32. So our profits do suffer because of these subsidies, but what can we do? Not much, we just have to weather the storm. So alright, a lot more countries have flipped to socialism. Let's check on Afghanistan. Afghanistan is almost there. Soon we'll be able to pacify it. Our shit is doing fine. Competitiveness isn't increasing right now, which is a bit of a problem. So I'm going to put a bit more money into competitiveness, into civil technology, to 70, sure. How's the American situation going? It's not looking too good for America, but also we are spending a lot of our money right now. Development isn't increasing quite as fast as I had hoped, but what can we do? We sort of have to weather out these countries, and then once we have money enough, we can start supporting others. So the American situation is deteriorating, that is good. It seems, at least, slowly but surely. Alright. So we have enough science to do this, which is on the way to Ogas, and I'll do it. I don't think we'll be able to develop enough science by the end of the game to fully go for Ogas, but what the hell, this will improve our economy anyway. United Yemen. So this is a bit of a controversial decision. Revolution in Yemen, etc., coup, civil war, whatever. We can support unification, or we can initiate retirements and install true communists. So, the unification results in a single Yemen, but this results in a Yemen that's split, but also part of it is loyal to you, which helps. So, I think that we might as well do that, right? Here you go, South Yemen. Once we have 400, we should actually invite a few countries. We should, honestly, yeah, hopefully this will end soon. Not that soon, but what can we do? Conflict in Yugoslavia. This is also another very important series of events. Basically, you gotta always take the first option. Support Milosevic's government, regardless of your own personal feelings about Yugoslavia or Milosevic. This is the event that lets the chain that lets you preserve Yugoslavia as a nation, and once you save them, sort of, you get to invite them to your alliance, and that's obviously a great thing. So, let's see. America still not really collapsing like I hoped. Last time, I think by this time, I'd already managed to do it. Alright, Afghanistan has been pacified, the war is over, that's great. That should help with a lot of problems. Let's attack the moderates, why not? Fuck them. Didn't serve, you aren't a man. We're going to militarize society. Alright, this is a great event, makes our army stronger, it also makes the American army weaker, etc. So, all good all around. DEFCON, let's see, this is a bad time for this event to happen when we're losing a lot of money. Competitiveness is also decreasing, that's not great. Polish economy is struggling, we can't help them, oof. Liberalization is very high, loyalty is very low. We're probably gonna have to crush them next turn, but what can you do? America's, yeah, it's getting there, It's taking a while, but we're getting there. All of these countries are almost there. A few more turns and we'll be done. Poland wants to exit, threaten them with economic sanctions. We don't even have to invade them. That helped a lot. Ruling party is liberals. That's not good. Liberalism is less than 30. Alright, so how do we do this? Everyone else has communist leaders except for Poland, so into military aid to them a bunch. Until they're below 30, I believe. And then we set Leninism. Marvelous. And there we go. They should be more loyal from now on, I should think. Oof, GDR also. Threaten them with sanctions. Same thing. Alright, our reserves are nearing their limit, but these countries that we've subsidized should be done in one turn. Czechoslovakia also, not great. And Hungary, what the fuck? I thought they were all under control. Oh, I think it's because I set Leninism that they all got pissed. I see. What? But we just sorted out Poland. Confusing. Alright, so they're not even communist anymore. Great. Alright, America is... Come on, come on. Come on, GDR. What the fuck is going on? Seems like we're in a bit of a loop. In Bulgaria, we've crushed them. Hopefully that lasts. Romania, we've crushed them. Okay, that should be the end of that for a while. We're still supporting terrorists in America, that's great. These guys we're not subsidizing anymore. And these guys won't stay communist anymore because we haven't been subsidizing them. So, this is really the time for the Americans to collapse. Alright, just one turn or more we'll have our reserves back. What is this? Forget about this event. Comrades suggest to continue cancelled Kosygin's reform, which will decentralize the economy. Nope. Make them retire. We don't need any of that. Market economy. Thank you very much. Everything is quiet. Alright, America is on its last knees, it seems. We're doing very well. I'm gonna put a bit more money into competitiveness. And the rest we'll give to our reserve. We're almost done with that. And let's just move in a little bit further. And so far, more countries are turning socialist, which is great for us, but again, most of them in the south of Africa here aren't gonna last. So we're really hoping on America collapsing anytime soon now. They're almost there. They really are very close to the end. Which I think is a good time for me to fund a revolution in a bunch of South American countries to really help tip them over the edge. So, oof, what have I done? Let's go down here, support revolution. Okay, great. In Bolivia, sure. In Argentina, why not? Chile, we can't do anything because Pinochet, I suppose. What about in Peru? Let's go. Aha, we're out of... Oh no, sorry, I misclicked. Peru loves a bit of a revolution. Who else? Colombia, why not? So you can also do the subsidize, which increases the revolutionary kind of spirit every year, but it's much faster to do this. Every turn, I mean. So let's see the results of our funding. Loyalty is looking a bit rough in the country, which sucks. I think people are getting tired of high taxes. I'm gonna subsidize, actually, the countries of South America because I feel like they are more resource kind of valuable. Alright, America is about to collapse anytime soon, and it is the year 1991. And I think this is a good time as any to wrap up this episode. And maybe in the next episode we'll be done. And hopefully, really, because things are speeding up towards the end now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or any comments or any suggestions or any ideas for any videos or any topics you want me to cover, please leave them in the comment section below. And thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.